So out comes the Indian captain to the middle. Sidhu dismissed to the first delivery played after lunch. And this is going to be a testing time for him. His team is under pressure. 2 for 42. And it's Rose. And good afternoon, Mr. Tendulkar. And pulled away. That's a top-class shot. And gets off the mark in fine style.
Can't afford to get too carried away now, Franklin Rose, with the short deliveries. Again short, but not really bouncing very high at all. And that one dispatched quite comfortably by Sachin Tendulkar.
And Tendulkar's happy to get a ball to cut. That's light relief. Now Dhillon's going to have to be careful here, because in the over prior to lunch he bowled some poor balls to an attacking field that Sidhu cashed in on, and Tendulkar's been under pressure. He mustn't release it.
Yes, he's bowling short and wide in much the same manner that he bowled to Sidhu, and Sachin Tendulkar, with his predominantly bottom hand grip, is very strong on the cut. Cannot afford to bowl short and wide to Tendulkar, or for that matter any test batsman.
It's a fantastic stroke. Nothing much wrong with the delivery. A little over-pitched. And Tendulkar was about as good as you could get against it.
Well, that had class written all over it. Any youngsters watching, this is the way to play the off drive, the head in line, look at the foot to the pitch of the ball, look at the follow through, look at the balance, the transfer of the weight. There it is, look at the way the weight is transferred onto the front foot. Superb shot.
That's the best of the lot. Of all of those 3 boundaries, that one off the back foot is brilliant and beyond what most other batsmen in world cricket can do.
Absolutely right, because this was not a bad ball. This was a ball which most batsmen in the world would have treated with respect, but Tendulkar has hit it for a boundary. Not too much of effort in that. Timing, look at that, just timing there, timing. This is magical stuff.
That was a very quick ball.
Not easy to play, this one.
Saw one like that this morning from Kuravilla to Rose. Would have hit just about the same spot and got the same reaction. It's a strange looking shot, but it'll go all the way. Just beating Ambrose to the boundary. Didn't quite get hold of it as he wanted, but nevertheless 4 more, and that brings up the 100 for India.
Well, he could see the big gap. That was the important thing. As long as he got some wood on it, didn't have to time it perfectly. All he had to make sure is he got it in the gap. He could afford to hit it in the air because there was nobody, nobody in the area to catch it. Yeah, smart thinking.
He's gone on to 42. 8th boundary.
Brilliant stroke. Fabulous stuff from Tendulkar. Just waited a fraction longer and timed it perfectly.
Well, they say the great ones placed their shots perfectly. Well, as Mark Nicholas said, he just waited a fraction longer to put it behind that man at point, and beautifully played. What a shot. He doesn't allow bad balls to go away unpunished, Tendulkar, and hits them pretty much where he wants to.
And he goes to 50. The Indian captain has played very, very well this afternoon.
Has produced some exquisite shots, Sachin Tendulkar. It wasn't only the fast bowlers that were asking for a nice pitch. Sachin Tendulkar himself said he wanted a nice pitch for the ball coming onto the bat, and he has shown his class.
The Indian flag is on the field, and it's brought there by a gentleman in multicoloured gear, and the other Indian supporters around the ground are delighted for Sachin Tendulkar. I think everybody is. He's accepted as one of the really great players in the world and one of the gentlemen of the game. And his recovery of form is a joy for anybody who loves their cricket. He's a superb player, Mikey, up there amongst the best.
Definitely amongst the best. Those aren't too bad either.
Tendulkar's on the hook, and this time there's nobody back. Lloyd Barker does the rest for you.
He made that look so easy, Sachin Tendulkar. Just a quiet swivel, and 6.
And that's even better. A wonderful stroke from Tendulkar, and no chance of mid-off cutting that off. To hit the ball off the back foot through extra cover is the sign of special batting.
You're seeing exactly why Sachin Tendulkar has been asking for pitches like this. Beautifully stroked through the offside. Getting up on his toes. He's not a very tall man, Tendulkar. Right up on the toes and punching it through extra cover. The running was just a formality.
And what a glorious square cut. That was a magnificent shot. Just crashed that through point.
Well, he's not missed much that he's had the opportunity to lay bat on. He may have missed one or two playing defensively, which he has, some good balls, but the opportunity to score he's taken. He's not allowed the West Indies faster bowlers after the 2 early-ish wickets to dictate the course of the game. He's kept the scoreboard moving.
And again, this time straight to Ambrose. That single bringing up the Indian 150. Terrific reply this by the Indians after they lost 2 early wickets.
Had a very good first test, man of the match in his debut test. 11 wickets in the Red Stripe Cup last weekend for Jamaica against the Leeward Islands. It's early in his career, but he'll know already that fast bowling is not always easy work. And especially when you bowl it short to Sachin Tendulkar.
Well, he's been quiet for a long time, Sachin Tendulkar. This is shortish. He's seen that there is a deep square leg on the fence. So he's played it a little early and played it wide of mid-on. What a classic shot this is.
That's a great stroke from Tendulkar. Very, very late, and just a little twist of the wrists to guide the ball backward a point for 4 more.
He's so good with the placing of his shots, Sachin Tendulkar. And his timing isn't too bad either.
Brings up the 200 for India.
And that's a lovely cover drive for 4. Just leaned into it and found the gap on the offside.
Yes, it's so important when Carl Hooper's bowling that you don't hit him for too many per over. You just want to keep him on bowling. Nothing wrong with the quality of the good deliveries. I think he'll be a little frustrated by some of the bad ones he's bowled. They've been ranked long hops.
In the air and taken. So success finally for the West Indies. Just playing with the bat a little bit away from his body there, Tendulkar. And the West Indians have broken through. The Indian captain dismissed 8 short of his 100.
Well, it just drew him a little bit away from his body there, and it slipped off the face. They almost, not a big outside edge, but half face, half edge, and it was in the air long enough for the deep gully Campbell to catch it.
So the left-handed Ganguly comes out to the middle at the fall of Tendulkar's wicket. And this is how he was dismissed.
Well, you saw from that the ball was in the air such a long time. It was an acrobatic take.